first at 6 in a WPBF 25 News investigation. The man who posed as a contractor took money from a homeowner, then left them high and dry and never did the work. After years of scamming customers, he was convicted and finally faced a skeptical judge. But is his punishment enough to stop him from committing another crime?
You told the judge you would change your ways, are you?
Good evening and thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Todd McDermott.
And I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Investigative reporter Terry Parker has been following this story for us and digging into this case for 2 years now. She joins us live. Terry, you chased him down to get some answers.
That's right. Sean Gestrich has a long history, police say, of conning customers, taking thousands and leaving disaster behind. When I finally did confront him, here's what he did.
This has been a chronic situation, has it not?
For years, Sean Gestrich has been accused of conning homeowners, posing as a contractor, taking their money and vanishing, leaving homes torn up and customers outraged.
He never finished the job. He never came back out. I had to hire a whole new contracting company.
Essentially, at one point, just begging him to come do the work. He just never did.
I think he should be in prison. I think he should be in prison because of the number of people he has done this to. Over and over.
And he's still doing it, and he's still out there. That's the worst part.
This month, after investigating Gestrich for 2 years, I finally got to ask him myself. Sean, why do you keep pretending to be a contractor? You're not a licensed contractor. Why do you keep pretending to be? Gestrich had no answer. He was in court on charges of grand theft for taking almost $48,000 from Beth Dixon, not doing the work and leaving her West Palm Beach condo uninhabitable.
But he had our money. He had most of it.
Turns out the judge wasn't happy either.
This ain't the first time you've done this, right?
Gestrich was fresh out of jail in Broward County for violating his probation after being convicted of working without a license. He had changed the name of his company, was using an alias, and police say taking more money from new victims.
At this point, we just want to stop him from hurting other people.
Nicole Smolarski's Rita Zub and dozens of customers took to Facebook, warning others. Civil suits were mounting in 2 counties. Still, Gestrich seemed to keep escaping punishment, and even now, facing a felony, his lawyer had worked out a sweet plea deal with no jail time and probation that would end early after he repaid Beth her $48,000. That didn't sit well with Judge Scott Suskauer.
I understand that, but again, what about the public? I mean, once he gets the money paid back, the public is still potentially at risk for him continuing to be on this path of ripping people off.
Suskauer said he wouldn't even accept the plea if Beth hadn't agreed to it because she needed her money back. But he refused to end probation early.
When are you done doing this, by the way? Is this it for you, or are you going to continue on the same path you've been on when you're done with probation, or even during probation?
No, this is it. Steps.
Now a convicted felon, victims wonder if Gestrich will finally stop. I tried to ask him, but he wouldn't say a word of explanation or apology. You change your name, you change your company's name. Why do you keep ripping people off? No answer? And with that, Gestrich got into the elevator and left. He is now a convicted felon. He is sentenced to 3 years probation, but he's still unlicensed. Experts caution you to please do a background search and research anybody, any contractor, before you hire them. Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.